Hi everyone, and welcome to Building a Relationship with Yourself and Enhancing Your Own Self-Awareness During Social Isolation. During this video, we will discuss topics in relation to self-awareness, your identity, and some self-care coping strategies. On the next page, you will find a disclaimer and the intended audience for this video presentation. Let's get started. Let's take a moment to talk about and think about awareness. What is awareness? And what do people mean when they speak about awareness? So, awareness is about the state of being conscious and paying attention to the world we live in. Awareness is knowing and understanding that something is happening or exists. So, for example, when we talk about awareness, it can be about being aware of your appearance, your actions, and realizing that you're responsible for the things you do. It can also be about recognizing someone's emotions. Awareness is about observing and paying attention to details. Keeping awareness in mind, we are now going to look at and talk about self-awareness. Self-awareness is being able to tune into your own feelings, thoughts, and actions, and also about recognizing that how you act affects yourself and others. By focusing your awareness on yourself, you can begin to notice some of the following. So, what your fears, values, and beliefs are, and your feelings in certain situations. Self-awareness isn't a skill that we develop overnight. Do not worry. It's a skill that needs to be supported and developed daily throughout our lives. Self-awareness is important for people of all ages. It helps us thrive at home, at school, at work, and in relationships with other people. The practice of self-awareness is one of the most useful skills in life because it allows you to learn about yourself in a way that nobody can teach you. Self-awareness is about being honest with yourself and focusing on the reality of your behaviors and not the story you tell yourself about yourself. Self-awareness is an important skill that can encourage your progress on your self-development journey and can support you in building self-esteem so you can speak up for what you need. So now that we talked a little bit about what awareness and self-awareness are, we are going to ask ourselves the question, who am I? At this point in your life, the skill of self-awareness and the development of your identity is crucial to your lifelong process of who am I? It is important to focus on how you view yourself by being self-aware and how you can establish your own identity apart from your friends and family. Now, you may be thinking, well, I already know who I am. I'm an athlete, I'm an artist, I'm a musician. And while all of these thoughts and beliefs about yourself can be true, we are going to take you through an activity that will help deepen your understanding of yourself during this period of social isolation. What are your vitals? This activity will reveal 6 elements of self-knowledge that can help you understand your own identity. As you live your daily life, you can look for clues to these important building blocks of the self. So now that you're all set up, let's get started. Values. Your values are things that you believe are important to you in your daily life. For me, I value maintaining a healthy work-life balance and fueling my body with nutritious foods, amongst many other things, but we don't have that much time. So, some other examples of core values can be trust, helping others, belonging to a group, having financial stability, being a good communicator, and giving family members unconditional love. Understanding your values can support you in finding comfort in daily activities and encourage you to make healthy choices. Also, if you find yourself in a situation that doesn't align with one of your values, you may not be comfortable surrounding yourself in that environment. Pause the video and take some time noting down your values. When you're ready, move to the next slide.
I stands for interest. Keep in mind that your interests can vary and change over time. As you transition through your life, your interests may be dependent on your experiences and your environment. Oftentimes, being interested in something that can help you discover your deepest passions, and some may even make a career out of it. For example, some of my interests are jewelry making, basketball, and traveling, when I can afford to do so. During this period of social isolation, you may have found new interests that have kept you busy, and you can continue to engage in them throughout your life. To help you determine your interests, whether or not you're in a period of social isolation, ask yourself these 3 questions. What do you pay attention to? What are you curious about? What do you enjoy doing? Pause the video and take some time noting down your interests. And when you're ready, move to the next slide.
Temperament. Temperament is about knowing your inborn preferences because it could be exhausting going against who you are. Thinking about relationships, whether it be friendships or dating, you don't want to try and be someone you're not. For example, you don't want to come across as someone who is spontaneous when truly you are someone who loves to plan events and are very structured. Ask yourself these questions and think about your personality. Are you an introverted person who prefers to be alone or with a few people? Are you an extroverted person who loves being with people and is very outgoing and social? Are you a planner? Do you like to have your days planned out? Or are you a go-with-the-flow type person? Keep in mind, you can also have some aspects of introvert and planner, or extrovert and introvert, depending on the situation. Pause the video and take some time noting down your temperament. And when you're ready, move to the next slide.
A is for around-the-clock activities. Around-the-clock activities simply refer to what time of day you like to do things, which is dependent on when you have the most energy and feel your best self. For example, are you a night owl or a morning person? What time of day are you most energized, and do your daily activities depend on it? For example, you may find that you prefer studying in the morning because you're more focused and able to retain more information, as opposed to pulling an all-nighter. Pause the video and take some time noting down your around-the-clock activities, and when you're ready, move to the next slide.
Life mission and meaningful goals. The events that have happened in your life have played a major role in who you are today and who you've become because of these moments. These moments can be happy ones, sad ones, thrilling ones, but ultimately they have contributed to your strengths and aspirations. So let me ask you this. What have been the most meaningful events of your life? Has it been the birth of a sibling? Has it been graduating from high school? Has it been a moment shared with a loved one in a hospital that has allowed you to grow and reflect and perhaps even think about how you want to contribute to your goals? It's a lot to think about, I know. So take your time. Pause the video and take some time noting down your life missions and meaningful goals. And when you're ready, move to the next slide.
S is for strengths. Knowing your strengths is one of the foundations for self-confidence. Strengths are actions or tasks that you're able to do well, which can include knowledge, talents, skills, and abilities. There's a wide range of strengths that an individual can possess, including communication skills, loyalty, athleticism, courage, leadership, creativity, determination, and the list goes on. Pause the video and take some time noting down your strengths, and when you're ready, move to the next slide. Knowing your strengths supports your personal growth, overall self-confidence in your academic and social life, inspiration for others, and ultimately your happiness. For example, recognizing communication as your strength, especially during this period of social isolation, can be beneficial because you can apply that strength by continuing to connect with others on various platforms such as Zoom calls, Google Meets, texting, and social media. It's important to take the time to focus and acknowledge your strengths, because we often focus on the things that we can't do, which lowers our self-esteem. Although it may not be easy, think about how you can use your strengths to your advantage, as you will be more productive in all aspects of your life.
Being true to yourself sounds a lot easier said than done. Trust me, I know. It's a lifelong process, and as mentioned before, your vitals can change throughout the years. However, we hope that through this activity, you've gained some insight into your vitals and started to connect with yourself on a deeper level during this period of social isolation. This practice takes time, and it's okay if you don't have all the answers right now. Just remember to be true to yourself, and you can come back to revisit this video anytime. Thank you so much for participating with us, and in the next few slides, we will provide you with some suggestions for self-care coping strategies and activities. Feel free to partake in the ones that speak to you. Self-care coping strategies. We're going to talk a little bit about mindfulness practices, positive self-talk, and practicing gratitude. Our resource package will have links to various practices you can participate in. But just remember to find the best self-care coping strategies that speak to you and you connect with. Don't force yourself to do a practice if you're not feeling it. Let's look at mindfulness first. What is it? Well, mindfulness is a mental state that involves being fully focused on the now, so you can acknowledge and accept your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. Mindfulness practices can involve deep breathing exercises, guided meditations, yoga, and body scans, just to name a few. Mindfulness practices can benefit us in times of social isolation by enhancing our self-awareness, promoting our physical and emotional health, reducing stress and anxiety, and can also generate happiness and kindness. Check out our resource package for links to various mindfulness practices. Positive self-talk. What is it? Self-talk is your internal dialogue. It's influenced by your subconscious mind, and it reveals your thoughts, beliefs, questions, and ideas. It can be encouraging, and it can be distressing. Much of your self-talk depends on your personality. It's about showing yourself some self-compassion and understanding for who you are and for what you've been through. Some examples of positive self-talk are, I have the power to change my mind. Or, attempting to do this took courage and I'm proud of myself for trying. Or, even though it wasn't the outcome I hoped for, I learned a lot about myself. Here are a few scenarios you may find yourself in, and what we want you to do is look at how we can turn negative self-talk into positive self-talk. Feel free to pause the video and think about reframing the negative self-talk into positive self-talk for each scenario. Here are some examples of how we can positively speak to ourselves. You can say stuff like, today I choose happiness. I am enough and believe in myself. I am enough and I matter. I am in charge of my life and I believe in my goals and dreams. Practicing gratitude. What is it? Gratitude is one of many positive emotions. It's about focusing on what's good in our lives and being thankful for the things that we have. Practicing gratitude can be done by journaling and reflecting, creating a gratitude jar, and practicing gratitude prompts. Gratitude prompts can be something in nature that I am grateful for are the trees. Something beautiful that I am thankful for is the sunset, and I am thankful for these two things I can smell: coffee and freshly baked croissants. Practicing gratitude can increase our ability to think more positively and improve our mood and self-esteem. Practicing gratitude can increase our mental strength and improve our physical and psychological health. Our resource package has links with activities and additional information on ways to practice gratitude. You are unique. You have different talents and abilities. You don't have to always follow in the footsteps of others. And most important, you should always remind yourself that you don't have to do what everyone else is doing and have a responsibility to develop the talents you have been given. As we conclude, we just want to take a moment to thank you so much for sticking with us and watching this video. We hope that this video will help you in building a deeper relationship with yourself, and our activity has enhanced your ability to become more self-aware during this period of social isolation. With these tips, you'll be ready to embark on your self-awareness and self-care journey. For more resources, I highly encourage you to check out our resource package below. There are so many great links and exercises to follow. Good luck, and thank you so much. You got this.